Imagine a battlefield where the laws of reality bend, where time unravels, and where power isn't just strength, it's existence itself. Today, we're diving into an epic showdown that transcends comics, movies, and even our understanding of the universe. Dr. Manhattan, the godlike being from Watchmen, versus Darkseid, the tyrannical ruler of Apokolips from DC Comics. Who would win? This isn't just about punches or lasers, it's about two forces so immense they challenge the fabric of creation. I'm breaking this down into 5 key parts: their origins, their powers, their minds, the battle itself, and the final verdict. Buckle up, this is going to be a wild ride through dimensions, energy, and sheer willpower. Let's start by meeting our contenders. Dr. Jonathan Osterman, a humble physicist, became Dr. Manhattan after a lab accident in 1959 vaporized his body and rebuilt him as a quantum entity. He sees time all at once, past, present, future, like pages in a book. He's calm, detached, and practically omnipotent. Then there's Darkseid, born Uxas, a new god who sees the Omega Force to rule Apokolips. He's a dictator, a destroyer, obsessed with control through the anti-life equation. Both are titans in their worlds, but only one can stand supreme. Let's explore what makes them tick. Origins from mortal to mythic. Dr. Manhattan's story begins with tragedy. John Osterman was a man of science, working on atomic research, until a test chamber locked him inside and tore him apart at the atomic level. But he didn't die. He reconstructed himself, molecule by molecule, emerging as a blue-skinned being of pure energy. Since then, he's become a living god who's walked on Mars and shaped history. His origin is grounded in physics, yet he's beyond it, a paradox of human emotion and cosmic indifference. Darkseid's tale is darker, forged in ambition and betrayal. As Uxas, he was a prince of the new gods, a race of immortal beings born after the old gods died. He killed his brother, stole the Omega Force, and renamed himself Darkseid. His existence spans eons, his power tied to Apokolips, a hellish world he rules with an iron fist. Unlike Dr. Manhattan's accidental ascension, Darkseid clawed his way to godhood, driven by a hunger to dominate all life. Their origins set the stage, one a reluctant deity, the other a conqueror. Now let's measure their arsenals. Powers: infinite energy versus Omega might. Dr. Manhattan's abilities defy logic. He manipulates matter at the subatomic level, creating objects, disintegrating enemies, or duplicating himself with a thought. He's immune to physical harm. Destroy his body and he'll reform instantly. He perceives time non-linearly, experiencing every moment simultaneously, making him nearly omniscient. Energy projection: he can unleash blasts that rival nuclear explosions. Teleportation: he's hopped from Earth to Mars in seconds. His only limit seems to be his own apathy. He rarely acts unless provoked. Darkseid, though, is a juggernaut. His Omega beams are his signature. Red, zigzagging lasers that track targets across space, disintegrating or teleporting them at will. He's got super strength to crush planets, durability to tank cosmic assaults, and the Omega effect, a force that bends reality and erases beings from existence. The anti-life equation, if he wields it, could strip free will from entire universes. But he's not invincible. Superman's beaten him before, and he's tied to Apokolips power, so we've got a quantum manipulator versus a god of destruction. Next, let's probe their minds. Minds. Detachment versus domination. Dr. Manhattan's psyche is his wild card. He's not human anymore, not really. He feels emotions, but they're muted, drowned by his perception of time as a fixed loop. He once said, "I am tired of Earth, these people. I'm tired of being caught in the tangle of their lives." That detachment makes him unpredictable. He might not fight Darkseid at all if he doesn't see a point, but when pushed, like when he vaporized Rorschach to keep peace, he acts decisively. His intellect is vast, understanding physics and fate in ways we can't grasp. Darkseid's mind is a fortress of will. He's cunning, ruthless, and obsessed with control. He's planned wars across galaxies, manipulated heroes like Batman, and endured defeats only to rise again. His goal isn't just victory, it's subjugation. The anti-life equation is his dream, a mathematical proof to enslave all minds. Against Dr. Manhattan, he'd see a challenge to his dominion, a puzzle to break. Two opposites, apathy versus ambition. Let's throw them into the ring and see what happens. The battle. Reality unravels. Picture this. A void between dimensions. Earth's ruins floating in the distance. Dr. Manhattan hovers, glowing blue, atoms swirling around him. Darkseid stands on a chunk of Apokolips, eyes blazing red. The fight begins. Darkseid fires his Omega beams, streaking toward Manhattan. But John doesn't dodge. He unravels them, turning energy into harmless particles mid-flight. Darkseid snarls, charging with planet-shattering force. Manhattan teleports, reappearing behind him, and with a gesture disintegrates Darkseid's armor. Darkseid adapts. He unleashes the Omega effect, warping space to trap Manhattan. John counters, rewriting the physics of the trap, escaping instantly. Darkseid roars, "You cannot defy a god," and tries the anti-life equation, a wave of despair meant to crush Manhattan's will. But John's mind, detached from human limits, shrugs it off. He's beyond free will, beyond control. Frustrated, Darkseid hurls a mountain-sized fist. Manhattan doesn't flinch. He turns Darkseid's arm to dust, then rebuilds it, toying with him. The clash escalates. Darkseid summons Apokolips armies. Manhattan wipes them out with a thought. Darkseid taps his full Omega force, erasing chunks of reality. Manhattan restores them, his voice calm. "This is pointless." Finally, Darkseid lunges, only for Manhattan to unravel him entirely. Every atom scattered across time, but a flicker remains. Darkseid's essence, tied to Apokolips, begins to reform. Manhattan sighs, teleports away, leaving the fight unfinished. Who wins? Let's settle it. Verdict, the final result. So who takes this? Dr. Manhattan's power is absolute on a conceptual level. He's not just strong, he's a walking reset button for existence. Darkseid's Omega beams, strength, and anti-life equation are terrifying, but they're tools of a god, still bound by rules. Manhattan breaks those rules. He could erase Darkseid faster than Darkseid could blink, if he cared to. That's the catch. Manhattan's apathy might let Darkseid linger, reforming over eons, but in a straight fight, John's ability to manipulate matter, energy, and time trumps Darkseid's brute force and reality warping. Darkseid's a king of destruction, but Manhattan's a god of creation and unmaking. Even if Darkseid's essence survives, he'd be powerless against someone who can rewrite the game itself. The final result? Dr. Manhattan wins not by fists, but by rendering Darkseid irrelevant. This clash ends with the Blue Man walking away, leaving a tyrant's dreams in ashes. What do you think? Drop your take in the comments. This debate's just getting started. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.